this is it, guys. This is the key to the 2022 Civic Sport. Very, very different compared to my key. Very round, but I really do like the design compared to mine. So I think it looks like SpongeBob when he's in normal mode.
SpongeBob round pants.
SpongeBob round pants, exactly. There you go. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, Choa back with another video, and today's video is super exciting because I actually just got a brand new mic for my camera, so I hope that the quality is A1, especially the audio quality. But not only that, but today is actually the day. I have the key right here. I will be reviewing a 2022 Honda Civic Sport. Yes, this is the Sport, guys. The one that I have. Obviously it isn't the blue. I would have preferred to drive the blue, but man, I am super excited to get to test drive this thing. And here's the sticker price. You guys can freeze frame that if you guys want to see it. We bought the princess over there so she can judge. How's it feel?
Very... I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I like the screen, but it feels stuck up.
All right, well, time to take a quick montage. Alright guys, so we're finally going inside the 2022 Civic Sport. I'm super excited. My girl's already inside, as you guys saw, but we're about to give my first impressions, and let's sit down. First of all, I would like to say these seats are pretty similar to the ones in my 2019 Civic Sport. Cloth here, leather wrapped. They are new. The pattern right here is a little new. So that's new, but let's sit in it because that's the ultimate test. Ooh, guys, I love how it feels getting into some new seats. My butt feels good. So things to talk about. Steering wheel has been enhanced. It's a little smaller, it looks like. The grip feels a little bit better. This does look a little bit bulkier in my opinion. I'm sorry if the mic is in the way. It is what it is. That's just, it hangs because of the muff. This definitely changed. The tachometer is definitely different.
That's cool.
Yeah, the gasoline, I'm gonna have to take the muff off for you guys. I'm sorry, hold on. The gasoline, guys, the gasoline gauge, I don't know if you guys can see it that well. Let me try to zoom in. Is right there. You see how it's at the bar at the bottom right here? That is pretty cool. I really like that. You can finally see the gas and it's pretty easy to read. I like this. I definitely like the fact that they finally gave us a speedometer, because we usually have a digital speedometer, which we still have over here in the middle, guys, but I prefer this over that just because I actually like to see this. I don't know why, I just like this look with that than digital. But yeah, this one does have a normal rev meter, just because some of the other ones that you have seen on YouTube, like the 1.5T, the Touring, they have it on the side and it goes straight up, kind of like the gas, but it's vertical. That's just something that the Sport comes with. But besides that, nothing crazy. Kind of feels the same as mine. How's the screen, babe? The audio is off. I just turned it on. Let me turn it off. Don't want to get copyrighted. Doesn't seem too bad. What is it, like a 9-inch screen? Got the radio here, media. Obviously you connect it, you know, right there. This is where all your aux ports and stuff are, which I really like this, guys. This is a nice feature, just because if you guys don't know, in my sport, it's kind of like tucked in here, or actually you would go in here and it would be like tucked in here, and it's weird. It's not a very friendly position. But speaking of this does come off. I like this because it also does that in my car, but it's very weird. It comes off and then it doesn't like to come back in, so it's very spacious. I like this. I like that a lot better. Oh yeah, and you can also place it in the back, it seems like, so not bad. Very spacious, very well thought out. Do you think the AC bus, we gotta try out the AC, guys. It's already on low. Let's make sure it's on low on both sides. Low. You gotta put AC on. Yep, making sure that's on max. Make sure it's on your face only. And it doesn't bust, right? Oh, I like that. You see it? That is very satisfying.
Wow, I paid attention to that.
That's satisfying. I like that, guys. Alright, so the shifter, it got skinnier, guys. Like, my whole hand can go around it and it doesn't take up as much space. The other one is a little bulky. It opens up my hand a little bit, but oh, I almost forgot about this. We have different drive modes, guys. Oh, you just go up and it puts it in sport. Look at that. We're in sport mode. Oh, and it doesn't let you go up to switch to normal. Look at that. It makes that weird sound, but that's pretty cool. How about if we go down? Goes back to normal. Another down, and that's economy mode. Oh, so it looks like they got rid of the little leaf button that was around here in the 10th gen, the economy mode button, and now you can do it through here. I really like this. I don't know why I like cars that have these drive modes, but let's put it in normal. I really like this. This is a very nice material. Fun to play with. I feel like this is something my girl would really scratch up because she would always be. It's like an ASMR. Yeah. I think you guys have seen everything you guys gotta see. And it's pretty cool.
What's that?
What?
The round button.
This?
Yeah.
It's for the mirrors. That's cool. Oh, and they moved all the Honda sensing features down here. I really don't like that. Oh, that is really cool, guys. Look at that. The trunk is actually built into the door. That is really cool. Alright, but enough talking. I know you guys have probably seen enough of this car on the inside. I'm gonna give the camera to my girl and she's gonna hold it and we're just gonna go for a test drive. Go! Wow, okay, so we're in drive. I was about to throw it in sport. I forgot that this one doesn't have a sport mode, even though it is a sport model. It's just D. If I want to put it in sport, I actually have to go here and go into sport. But we're going to be driving it in normal mode right now because this isn't my car. I don't want to fuck it up just yet, so let's just, let's take it out on the road and see what it drives. Let's put it in normal. Alright. And let's go. Oh, actually, seatbelt first, guys. And wow, that is so smooth.
You can't see anything on my side.
Put on your seatbelt. All right. But we are in gear. We are now moving, guys. I said we are in gear, but I mean, obviously, it is an automatic, but we're in gear. Wow, guys, this feels so smooth. Steering wheel, super light. Brakes, I'm not even stepping on them that hard, to be honest, when we came to a nice complete stop. There's the Encore. Everybody should know that. That's a famous building out here in Boston, but yeah, we're just in normal mode right now. We're just cruising. We're gonna go around and enjoy it. I'm trying to find a nice street or highway where I can actually test it down and, maybe get a few pulls. I want to see if VTEC kicks, but I don't know if that's gonna be able to happen, but let's see how it goes. Very quiet ride, guys, for normal mode. Very smooth. I'm going over bumps and you can barely feel them. You can feel them, but it's a lot less than in my Civic. I'll give you that for a fact. I really want to rip it, guys, but I really don't have the chance to because there's no space here. There's too many cars. And this is like a Somerville area. I don't really know this area. Alright, that's Florida. feel VTEC? I didn't feel VTEC. I def like how that looks. We just hit like a solid 60 though. It does hit 60 pretty quick. I think that might have felt a little bit quicker than my 1010 Civic. What do you think, babe? A little bit quicker, right? Alright. It was a little bit more responsive. But then again, the car is new, who knows? And that was just the normal, so maybe in sport it feels a little different. But so far, so good. So far, I love the way this drives. And if it keeps impressing me the way it is, I might have to trade in the 10th gen and get an 11th gen. But I really do want an SI or Type R, so I think we're going to be done with the sport after the 10th gen. But you guys let me know what you guys think. So far, so good, and I'm loving it. It's really, really smooth, guys. I'm literally going over so many bumps while talking to you, and it's pretty smooth. Like, I don't really feel them as much as you think. One thing I do want to say though is I don't know how I feel about this interior. It's really throwing me off because I know I'm in a Honda, but it kind of feels like a Mercedes-Benz or like an Audi. It feels a little luxurious, and for a Honda, I'm not really sure if that's what the interior is supposed to feel like, but the car feels a little grown up. It doesn't feel like a little kid anymore, you know? When you think of a Honda Civic, you think of a teenager, or you think of a little kid, you think of a racer, you think of someone that wants to model out. But when you're driving this, I feel like an old man. I literally feel like if I had kids, I can have them in the back seats and they would be happy as fuck. It looks like there's plenty of space back there, but then again, we haven't even moved the seats, to be honest. I just adjusted my seats. But yeah, so far so good. I'm tired of driving it in normal mode, so let's just throw it in sport. Let's go up. Immediately I felt a difference, guys. It seems like it gets a little stiffer. The steering definitely got a little bit stiffer, but you can kind of hear like a little transition, and the car, it kind of stiffens up a little bit. It feels definitely a little sporty, but obviously I haven't ripped it, but you can definitely feel a little change. Obviously that's probably because it's new, because I don't feel a change in mine, but this is a new system compared to the one that is in mine, so we'll see. Now I really want to, you know, rip it in sport and see what it's like. Just one rip. I don't want to get too many. Again, this isn't my car. I don't want to damage it. Well, I didn't really feel VTEC, to be honest, guys, but it did pull. It did pull, I won't lie. Faster than my Civic. Unfortunate to say, yes, it did feel a little bit quicker than my Civic. I don't want to give it too much credit just because it does have the same engine as my Civic. This is the one with the 2.0 engine, but it is very, very new, so there is maybe, you know, a little bit of a difference in power band just because mine is older. It's been put through a little bit. I want to see if I find a spot where I can step outside and get some exhaust clips for you guys. I really want to get some revs so you guys can hear what it sounds like. It's very quiet in here until you start flying. You can hear a little bit, but it sounds very mechanical. Not very good, to be honest. So I want to step outside, get some exhaust clips. Very quiet? Mm-hmm. My girl thinks it's very quiet. So we'll step outside and you guys can actually hear what it sounds like. We're not going to give it too much revs. A few, just so you guys can hear. I'm still super excited. I'm kind of sweating. You guys can probably see it on camera, even though the AC is on. That's just because it is hot. This AC isn't really good, and I'm kind of nervous. This is my very first car review ever, and I really don't want to mess this car up. But it feels really, really good to know that I get to review this car. Now we're just gonna stop like right here, right outside the dealership actually, and we're gonna step out and we're gonna get some revs. So
I'll step.
you know what to do, right, babe?
Nope.
Right,
You wing it.
We're gonna help her get a game.
Wing it, guys. This car sucks.
Huh?
This car sucks. Your car is somewhat louder.
Well, I do have a muffler to leave, babe. I can't wait to hear what that sounded like on camera, you know, once I put everything in my computer. So obviously in person it sounds a little bit loud, but it's pretty quiet, you know. I won't give it too much credit. I think my Civic was still a little bit louder compared to this, but hey, they sound pretty much the same. I don't know if I'm going to save my attention for it though. I really don't know if it's going to be worth it. But, hey, we'll see. One more run.
Oops, our seatbelts.
Oh yeah, we got to put on our seatbelts. This is a bad habit I have, guys. I don't like to wear my seatbelt. And I'm saying this on camera, which is probably incriminating myself. But I really don't like to wear my seatbelts. It makes me feel very claustrophobic and very tight. So I really try not to wear it. But guys, this interior, I could get used to this. Can you get used to this?
No.
You don't like it?
I don't.
I could get used to this interior. Honestly, I think I'd prefer this interior in my 10th
I do
gen.
like the leg space. I didn't move it, and there's plenty of space.
Yeah. I actually think the same. I don't have the seat very pushed back, and there's actually plenty of leg space over here. Look at that. Plenty of leg space. But yeah, but I do like the seats just a little bit better, and I think I like just the clicking of the vents. That's very satisfying. But yeah, besides that, there's nothing too crazy. The radio works, the AC works. It's not busting like it should be. There's space. So in my 10th gen Civic Sport, this actually, you can slide it back and forth and it would reveal cup holders. They got rid of that. There's only 2 cup holders here and there's no more in there. It's just the 2 over here, and it seems like maybe there's one by the door on each side. Yeah, you actually have a cup holder less, which is unfortunate because I kind of do like the 10th gen Civic and how you can just slide it and there's an extra cup holder, especially for things that are extra long. Not that I ever have anything that's extra long, like that's usually about this size, but still, if you ever have like a glass soda bottle or I don't know, like an extra long water bottle, that space was useful. But it's just something that, you know, I noticed. Another thing that I think Honda should have improved on for the 2022 Civic Sport, because I had the 2019 obviously, and I feel like this is a feature that the sports just really lacked, and Honda really slacked on making it, especially because I know it is a base model, but they did add in a few features to not make it base, and I feel like something that they could have changed to do that was maybe give the car a sunroof, guys. I really don't like the fact that there's so much empty space over here and it's just blacked out. One, I know a sunroof would make a car hotter, but it would give the car a much better look. For some reason, Honda Civics, I just love the way they look, especially when they have the sunroof tilted or open. So I feel like the Honda Civic Sport really lacks not having a sunroof, unfortunately. So I wish Honda would have done that, especially for mine, but it's not too expensive to get one custom built. I've heard it's around $800, but I might be wrong. Around here it might be $800 though, but I'm not gonna get no custom built sunroof. I just think they should have came like that from factory, but I'm not sure if it would have interfered with the Honda sensing either, because I don't know what Honda was thinking, but supposedly this is their pride car and it seems like they did a pretty good job with it. I think it drives pretty smooth. I don't think it's a little kid car anymore. My honest thoughts about it, I really do think this is a car for old people. It's no longer supposed to be fun like it was. Well, I don't think the Sport was ever supposed to be fun to begin with, but you know, Honda Civics are known for being fun or for you being able to mod them, and I don't really think that this is gonna be the one. I think this is just a dad car, you know. It's a regular commuter, and that's what it feels like. I'm literally driving it in Sport and it doesn't feel like a sporty car. It doesn't feel like a sport mode. It literally just...
We love a little.
I didn't feel no VTEC, but that was a quick 58 miles an hour. And hey, it pulls a little bit. It pulls a little bit, guys. But I think I like my 10th Gen Civic a lot more. I just like the interior of this. I'm really not a big fan of the exterior, if I can tell you that. Like, I'm really not. But hey, I think that's about it. I've had my time with this car. I've enjoyed driving it. Personally, I don't think I'm gonna buy one. If you guys want one, you guys can let me know in the comments down below. I'm only interested in seeing the Type R and the SI though. So if they're to my liking, if they really look good, I might have to test drive one for the channel, and I might consider getting one, but I don't think I will be. So far, this Sport hasn't really shown me much of a for our 10th gen, and we're gonna keep modding that one. But man, I really do like these seats. I might have to look for some 11th gen seats once they go for sale and just swap them into my 10th gen if that's possible. Just because I think these are a little bit more comfy and the design looks a little bit more better. But oh well, let's just casually drive back now because the test drive has come to an end. And yeah, and I'll tell you everything else when I get to the dealer, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you at the dealer. Okay, so I'm here looking at the engine bay, guys, and something I do want to say I noticed is there's a lot more space right in this general area compared to the 10th gen Civic, and that's crazy because in the 10th gen Civic I feel like there's barely any space if you wanted to have a turbo, but it's like Honda thought about us now and they made plenty of space here. Also, the intake box looks a little bit different. Nothing crazy though, it looks pretty much the same, a little bit different. This looks a little new, and besides that, it's just the space. Great looking engine bay though. I feel like it could look great. Really good looking K20. But yeah, my test drive and my review with this car is over. So I'm literally at the dealer parking it right now, and it is what it is. And it's my time to say goodbye to the 11th gen Civic. And my final thoughts, I think now that I'm looking at it, the look is starting to grow on me a lot, but it doesn't do it for me, guys. It really doesn't. I think the sticker price of $24,000 for everything that you're getting is a little bit too much. And unfortunately, I think that the interior is, yes, it's very nice, but it's not for a Honda Civic. It's more for a Benz. So no, I don't think I will be buying an 11th gen Civic unless the Type R and SI are crazy. And yeah, I guess, you know, with that being said, I'm gonna go finish off parking the car, and I'm gonna get going with the rest of my day. Yeah, this thing doesn't shut up if you don't wear your seatbelt. That is really, really annoying. Jeez. Finally. Alright guys, so I was literally backing up into the parking spot, and I forgot about the backup camera, which is something very important. 3 different views, which obviously we probably all use this one. But something that I love that Honda finally updated, when you turn the steering wheel, the lines also turn, which I really, really love, because in my 10th gen, if you guys don't know, if you guys own a 10th gen yourself, the lines don't move, they stay still, which makes it, doesn't make it harder to park because, you know, you're supposed to know how to park regardless. If not, you wouldn't have a license. But the lines moving kind of do help you, just because I like to line up the lines just right on top of the curb, and that's how I know I'm parked perfect. So I really like that. Now I want that feature in my 10th gen. Damn. All the nice features in the 11th gen, but I get the good looks in the 10th gen. Anyways, yeah, I backed it up. I don't think I'm gonna be buying an 11th gen. Dave, what do you think? No? You don't like it? At all?
There are a couple things I like.
Like what?
The light space. The little button-y things.
What's that?
The screen is obviously better now. But it gives me very Lexus-y vibes.
Lexus.
Yeah.
Told you guys, the interior to this car is very, very luxurious, and that's what it feels like. But done test driving it. That was my 11th gen review. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. I got plenty of content coming, plenty of car reviews, plenty of car mods. Remember, I have the Eclipse and the Civic that I do have to mod and finish. Those are ongoing projects currently for the channel, so for real, subscribe if you're new. And I hope you guys enjoyed the 11th gen review. Hopefully I get to do more new car reviews soon. And with that being said, Ochoa out. Before I forget to mention, guys, big shout out to McGovern Automotive Honda.
You like it?
here in Everett. If you guys don't know, this used to be Honda Cars of Boston, but it is now called McGovern Automotive Honda. So super big shout out to them for letting me test drive the 11th gen Civic today. And yeah, just want to throw that out there before I forget. I know I already ended off the video, but I always forget to do things like this, so big shout out to them.